Hello whiskey lovers, and welcome to another one of Mark's Whiskey Ramblings. And today I would like to present to you the Kintra 9th Confidential Cask. Now Kintra is a Dutch independent bottler that you may know. It is run by Erik Molenaar in Deventer. He runs the Wagging Finger distillery, which you may know for their Wagging Finger gin. But nowadays he's also producing whiskey, but it will be a couple of years before we get to taste that. But in the meantime, he also has, aside from the Wagging Finger distillery, he's got Kintra, an independent bottler of single cask whiskey. Now this one, as it says on the label, is the 9th Confidential Cask. So he has this series of casks, and this is the 9th one, that does not reveal the name of the distillery. The identity of the distillery is not revealed, but it wouldn't be me if I didn't find out which one it is. And in this case, this is an Inchmurrin from 2007, if I'm not mistaken. Let's check. Yes, August 2007. Inchmurrin, you say? Inchmurrin. Inchmurrin is a label that is a whiskey that is produced at the Loch Lomond distillery. Now Loch Lomond is a rather young distillery. It's built in 1965. Formerly it was a paint factory, in fact. Loch Lomond is one ugly mother factory. It's not a pretty sight, and it's got this whole panoply of different stills. It's got pot stills, it's got column stills, it's got the Lomond still, etc, etc. So all these different stills enable the Loch Lomond distillery to produce a panoply of whiskies as well. They've got the Loch Lomond, they've got Inchmurrin, this one, they've got Inchfad, they've got Craig Lodge, Croftongia, I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing that right, Croftongia, Old Rosdu. They've got all these whiskies that they can produce because they've got these different types of stills. Having said that, I am not very fond of the Loch Lomond produce. I've tried a couple, and I have to say it's just not my cup of tea. And maybe that has got to do with the fact that Loch Lomond is actually, well, the owners, their core business is producing whiskey in bulk for exports. But once in a while they do produce their own, or they release their own whiskies, but so far I have not been really impressed. But I'm intrigued, because as Inchmurrin is certainly not in my top 10, the last few months I hear much praise about this malt. There's a new ownership, there's new management, new wood management as well, and now I hear positive noises about Inchmurrin in particular, with a couple of single casks that have recently been released that have really been praised. So I was intrigued, and then Erik decides to bottle a single cask of Inchmurrin. So I know that Erik knows what he is doing, so I was intrigued enough to get me a bottle of this. And this 9th Confidential Cask, an Inchmurrin of 10 years old. It was distilled on the 8th of August 2007, and it was bottled on the 30th of May of this year, 2018, making this a 10-year-old. It is bottled at a whopping strength of 53.5% ABV. So Inchmurrin, 10 years old, Confidential Cask. Beautiful. Bright golden. It's almost old golden in my opinion. The tears that are coming down the legs in the glass, they are medium, so I'm expecting medium bodied malt here. Let's give this one a go. On the nose. Well, it's surprisingly sweet with lots of caramel and baked apples. Some brown sugar, but the juice of blood oranges as well. I get a hint of mocha, some dried apricots, Arabica coffee, and some spices. This reminds me a bit of a coffee house in Tunisia. Don't ask me why, but I do have some pleasant memories about that. So all in all, the nose is nice enough. On the palate then. It's powerful, but it's not scorching, it's not burning anything, and it's a perfect continuation of the nose, but quite spicy. In fact, I get some nutmeg, some cinnamon, chili even, and dark fruity notes. Pleasant. Dark fruity notes, but then some tannins kick in. But it makes for a nice balance, so it does not need water at all, and truth be told, I like it. Ooh. This is quite nice on the finish then. Finishes quite long. Warm. Spicy. And at the end, it leaves your mouth completely dry. Well, who'd have thunk? This is it's official now. There actually is good Inchmurrin. Wow, this is. I'm even going to recommend this one. This is pleasant enough. An Inchmurrin 10 years old from 2007, single cask, bourbon cask matured, but it is quite pleasant indeed. This is recommended. This is a very lovely Loch Lomond, well, Inchmurrin whiskey. It's got this, I forgot to say, but it's got this tiny peaty element in there as well. Yep, I would not have thought this possible, but indeed, this is an Inchmurrin that I like. And that's all for this Whiskey Rambling, and I hope to see you at one of Mark's Whiskey Ramblings real soon. And until then, may the malt be with you.